Okay, hello and welcome to setschoolsfree.com VirtualBox tutorial. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to create a new guest operating system on our current operating system. Firstly, you should download VirtualBox from www.virtualbox.org, install it and then load up the application. This is the default window that should load up. Right, firstly, what is VirtualBox? VirtualBox is an application that allows you to run many different operating systems within your current operating system. So what that means is you don't have to partition any drives, nothing like that. It's just an application you install and then you can experiment with different operating systems. Now this is very good in a school situation because it allows you to experiment with different operating systems without possibly ruining the current image on the school's computer. So it becomes very useful in that situation. Now this is free software, so you can download it, put it on the school image and have every computer installed with this software. Okay, firstly, once you've loaded up VirtualBox, click New, click Next. Now we have to choose the type of operating system we're going to install. As you'll see, there's many different types, so Linux or Windows. So in this case I'm going to install Windows XP, and you need to give an arbitrary name here. A sensible name might be like Windows XP. There we go. That can be anything you like, and you can even install many Windows XP operating systems. You may have Windows XP 1, Windows XP 2 with slightly different configuration. Click Next. Next we need to choose how much RAM to allocate to our guest operating system. Now this would depend on how much RAM you currently have on your computer. I only have 1 gig, so I'm only going to let my guest operating system use 256 meg. This will change depending. Now if you're running XP, this will probably work okay. If you're running Vista, you'll have to up this value a fair bit to maybe 1 gig because Vista is very resource intensive. Okay, next. Right, next we'll make a new. You may not see that last bit, I'm not sure, because I installed one before and then I deleted it. If you don't, it should. I think for you it will come straight to this wizard here. Click Next. Right, you get to choose a dynamic expanding storage or a fixed size. Dynamic means the file will grow as you install files on your guest operating system. This is the best option in my opinion because the file starts very small and then will get bigger and bigger as you install things. Just click Next there. Fixed, of course, it's a fixed size, it doesn't change. Choose how much you want to allocate initially. Now this is not actually the size of the file. The file will only be as big as the files installed on your virtual drive. So your virtual drive will start out just a few kilobytes. When you install Windows XP it will become a lot bigger, but so just leave 10 gig for this, for the sake of this tutorial. Finish. Okay, so yes, we're happy with that. That's our primary master. Next and finish. Okay, so now you have your Windows XP OS to the left here. You can configure certain aspects of your hardware. The one you can have a look through this. The one I'll show you in particular is your CD DVD ROM. I'll click there. And here you can mount your current DVD drive from your host operating system to your guest operating system. That's nice. But another cool thing you can do is actually choose an ISO file as your CD drive. Now this is useful if, for example, if you're doing this with the students and you have an Ubuntu image on the server, they can mount that image, which is really nice, instead of having to copy 25 CDs for each student. So let's just use the E drive. And no, currently you'll see our Windows XP is powered off. That means there's no power running to it. When we click the start button, it is like turning your computer on, and VirtualBox has its own BIOS, as you'll see when I click start. Okay, you'll see it starting now. So this is like the VirtualBox BIOS here. It's loaded now into, it's starting up the CD drive. I've got XP in the E drive, by the way. So because I mounted the CD drive, it'll load up the XP CD, and there it is. It's starting the XP installer. I won't show you that because that's sort of like a separate tutorial. So I'll close that down. Now when you close it, you can send the shutdown signal, save machine state, or power. I'm going to choose power off the machine here because I don't care. And it says stopping the machine, so it closes down. That's about the end of the tutorial. If you have questions, visit setschoolsfree.com. I'm making a few different tutorials there, and you might find something else interesting. And I'll see you later.